of the Philistines, and David even played crazy. David went through some stuff during his difficult years with Saul that I'm sure David wondered, Lord, if you had Samuel to anoint me, why do I have to keep dealing with this fellow? Because if David was 13 when he was anointed, he had to deal with Saul 17 years. If David was 17, as some say, then he had to deal with Saul 13 years. Because it was 30. He was anointed as a teenager, but was 30 years old before he could finally have peace. I'm trying to tell you something. You may be now wrestling against an enemy because of what God has called you to do, because of the place that he has put you in. But don't let the difficulties cause you to give up your blessing. If God gave you the house, the notes may put you in a strain right now. But if God gave it to you, it's going to get easier after a while. I wish you'd tell somebody, don't give up the blessing because of the present strain. You see, God's got a song for you to sing even while you're going through. Some of y'all say it's not my time to sing because I haven't made it over to victory side yet. But I want to tell you as I close, and I told y'all it wasn't going to be long, that God does not want you to follow the example of David to have to wait until after you've been delivered from all your enemies. Because if you're waiting to be delivered from all your enemies, you won't be able to sing where we can hear it. Because you'll be in a box. You got one enemy. We call him Satan. He's out to get you all the time. You got another enemy that Paul calls in 1 Corinthians 15 the last enemy, and that's death himself. So what I'm trying to tell you is that even though you are going through, it is time for you to sing your song. Sit down a minute, I'll give you a biblical example. There is a man in the Bible named Joshua. You ever heard of him? He's the one God chose to be the successor to Moses. Joshua, after Moses went up on the mountain and God caused him to fall asleep, showed him a few things before he fell asleep. Said, Moses, you failed to sanctify me before my people, so I'm not going to let you physically go into the promised land. Come up on the mountain, I'll show you the promised land. And he showed him the promised land. Moses said to God, well, I've seen the promised land. There's one other thing I want to see. You talked to me out of a burning bush on the backside of the desert in the land of Midian. But I've never seen your face. Been up on the Mount of Sinai, and I saw the smoke, and I heard your voice, and I saw your fingertips writing the 10 Commandments as they were etched in stone, but I still haven't seen you. God said, I'll tell you what, Moses, there is a place over here by me. Come and stand on the rock, and I'll cover you with my hand. Momentarily, I'll pass by you. And when I've passed by, I'll remove my hand and you can see my back parts. I won't let you see me coming, but I'll let you see where I've been. And when you see me from behind, you'll see my glory. Moses sought his face and God showed him his glory. Then Moses had to fall asleep. And when the Lord caused the angels to carry him to the valley and bury him in a secret grave, nobody knew then and nobody knows now the place of Moses' burial except God and the angels. But the Lord condescended to the slopes of the mountains and said, Joshua, now Moses, my servant, is dead. I want you to arise and cross over this Jordan. I'll give you every spot of ground that the sole of your feet shall tread upon, from the river Euphrates toward the going down of the sun. Every step you take toward the west, I've given it unto you. I want you to know, don't worry about enemies. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I'll be with thee. I won't fail you. I won't forsake you. And when Moses took the helm of leadership, God let him lead them over the Jordan River. And after they got over there, they had to tackle the defense city of Jericho. And the Lord said to him, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to do it in a strange way. You got to watch and do what I tell you. Take Israel. Tell them to break camp in the morning. Tell them to march around the city. Be quiet. Don't say a word until they've completely gone around the city. And when they've done it one time, go back to the camp and don't go back until tomorrow morning. And the next morning, do the same thing. Do it for 6 days. But on the 7th day, I want you to walk around 6 times and be quiet. But change it on the 7th go round. Now understand, they'd already been around quietly 6 times. 1 time a day for 6 days. Then quietly 6 times on the 7th day. 12 revolutions. But on the 13th revolution, which will be the 7th resolution on the 7th day, then I want you to shout. The walls are yet standing, but shout anyhow. The enemy is on the inside waiting on you, but shout anyhow. And I'm trying to tell you it's time for you to sing your song, because the Lord told them, if you shout the shout of victory while the wall is standing, the next thing you know, the wall will fall down flat. So all I'm trying to tell you, don't wait till the battle is over. Oh, you can shout now. You can sing now. You can give him the glory now. So yet standing. Walls are yet standing. Enemies are all around you. You haven't been delivered from that run-of-the-mill enemies. You haven't been delivered from your strong enemy, Saul, in your life. But sing anyhow. Sing it. Don't sing victory shall be mine, but sing victory is mine. Right now, while the war drums are beating, right now, while the enemy is cussing and swearing, right now, while the devil say, I've got you locked up, it's time for you to sing your song. give you one more example. Anybody remember the name Jehoshaphat? Can I hear somebody say Jehoshaphat? He had 3 kings. Ammon, Moab, Mount Seir. 3 nations had come together to destroy him. And he got scared. They don't even fooling yourself. I know when your enemies rise up against you, and especially when they unite, you get not fearful, you get scared. What must I do? God told the king Jehoshaphat, call a fast. They fasted. They prayed. And at the end of the fast, everybody was looking for the high priest, looking for the priesthood. The men in their clerical attire. Somebody, have you got a word? They're shaking their head. Little unlicensed brother down there, a Levite by the name of Jehaziel, said, I got a word. Hear me, Judah. Let me tell you this. Don't even worry about the battle. The battle is the Lord's. I just wish you'd tell 3 people it ain't your battle. It's not your battle. It's not your battle. And then Jehaziel said, look, let me tell you, God have even revealed their plans. I already know their tricks. I know the way they're coming. Tomorrow, they're coming up by the cliff of Ziz, right at the edge of the wilderness of Jeruel. And I want you to know something. You don't even need to fight. What? First you say it's not my battle, and then you're going to tell me I don't need to fight. Well, why should you fight if it's not your battle? Too many folk get in trouble fighting other folks' battles. That's a different sermon. So, but this is what you do. Instead of getting ready to fight, get the army together, because the army is going to have a job after God get through slaying the enemy. But hide the army behind the choir. Let the singers get in front and let them go forth praising the beauty of holiness. And when they start singing and praising God, God ambushed their enemies. The children of Ammon, Moab, and Mount Seir start running into each other, killing each other, while the people of God were just singing, praise the Lord, for his mercy endureth forever. What are you going through? Is there a battle in your life? Something going on, enemy out to destroy you. Come on and just look up and say, praise the Lord, for his mercy endureth forever. I got to close this. And while they were singing that song, they start seeing the enemies killing each other. And you don't have to worry about enemies. One writer said they'll come against me one way, but they'll flee 7 ways. It means when the enemy conspires and unites against you, they'll come united. But God will scatter them, and they'll leave mad at each other. And when the battle was over, that's when the army did their job. Well, army, what is your job? since singing praises to God have already defeated the enemy. Go out and pick up the spoil. And they rolled over dead bodies. And they picked up bracelets. And they picked up necklaces. And they picked up articles of gold. And they stuffed them in their bag. And after a while they saw the sun was going down. And it was too dark to collect anything else. They went back to their camp and went to sleep. Day number 2, they went back and rolled over bodies, collected gold, stuffed it in their bag, and the sun went down again. They said, all right, we'll be back tomorrow. 3 days, they were collecting the spoil. They didn't have to cheat nobody. They didn't have to kill nobody. All they had to do was keep singing the praises of God. It's time for you to stop complaining. Sing your victory song. You don't have to wait till the battle is over. You don't even have to fight in the battle. Because if you're right, God will fight for you. If your cause is just, He'll make your enemy your footstool. If you're standing on God's side, can't nobody keep you down. I don't know about you, but I'm going to sing my victory song. I'm going to shout my victory shout. I'm going to dance my victory dance. The time has come. Tell 5 people the time has come for you to sing your song. I'm going to the seat. You may not even know what voice you sing. Are you a soprano? I don't know. Are you an alto? I'm not sure. Are you a tenor? Are you a baritone? Or you may be a bass. You may not know what voice you sing. And you may not know what key you sing in. You may not be flat or sharp. You may be somewhere down in the crack.